no bad. That's you, girl, I love when you gain no bad. It's true, you're too sweet when you gain no bad. You're bad, bad. I come on stage, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She ain't got no shame, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She turn it back, queen, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Oh, don't panic, bro, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Bad like two sardines in the top. Bad like a steel KFC snap box. Bad like somebody hard as pick me. Bad like my your mother when she miss me. Walking up bad when it felt in the first beat. I was surprised so she give me it quickly. You're too sweet when you're whining on it. I love the way how you rain on it. You're bad like two game caught in the rain. Gain no bad like dogs in the pain. So bad make a wheelchair man start walking. Bad enough make a dumb man start talking. Every time the bumpers start moving, Met West Indies like I start losing. Show me what you made of right now. I want you to break it. I come to stage, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She ain't got no shame, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She turn it back, me and she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Oh, don't panic, bro, she gain no bad, she gain no bad.
Cold blind old man so then. Sweet girl I know with sweet friends. Bro bumper bubble on bend. Must claim it till me descend. What? Bang your back to the 90 degrees. I shake like a tree when it hit a cold breeze. Yes, bubble, bubble, bubble. Sweet girl just bubble, bubble, bubble. Bang your back and bubble, bubble, bubble. Your bounce just bubble, bubble, bubble. Whoa, bubble, bubble, bubble. Sweet girl just bubble, bubble, bubble. I want to see you bubble, bubble, bubble. Cold blind girl bubble, bubble, bubble. Whoa.
Show me what you made of right now. I want you to break it. I come on stage, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She ain't got no shame, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She turn it back, queen, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Oh, don't panic, bro, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Bubble like balls in the lotto machine. I make the thing bounce like a trampoline. She hit the bumper like a tambourine. I make the thing roll like plasticine. Sweet girl, I like how you bend. I want you to roll it, drop it again. Turn it to wrong and stick it, drop it and lift it. Barely want hit it. I want it to shit the thing like a spike stone vine. I bend like them rose, those silver signs.
Greetings and salutations to one and all.
Sweet girl, I want you to bend it. To hold yourself.
How you doing?
Girl, show me what you made of right now. I want you to break it. Come on stage.
What you working with, my girl?
She gain no bad, she gain no bad. She ain't got no shame, she gain no bad.
I wanna say big up to each and everyone locked in right now. The sound of Ill Blaze. Working out with Father Phyllis. Kicking things off, track called She Getting On Bad.
Two sardines in the top. Bad like a steel KFC snap box.
Welcome to Real Talk. Right here on the night shift to DJ Kevin Steele.
Walking up bad when it felt in the first beat. I was surprised so she give me it quickly. You're too sweet when you're whining on it. I love the way how you rain on it. You're bad like two game caught in the rain.
I wanna say big up to each and everyone locked in right now.
Make a wheelchair man start walking. Bad enough make a
those on TuneIn Radio.
Every time the bumpers start moving, Met West Indies like I start losing. Show me what you made of right now.
And those locked in from near or far.
She gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She ain't got no shame, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She turn it back, me and she gain no bad, she gain
no massive out there in New Jersey.
No bad, she gain no bad.
Locked in with New Jersey's finest.
Blind old man so then. Sweet girl I know with sweet friends. Bro bumper bubble on bend. Must claim it till me descend. What?
Big ups to the Motivator over there, NIE Radio and NIE Massive.
Bubble sweet.
Remember you can catch the Motivator tomorrow night 9 p.m. for Double Trouble Thursdays.
Bubble, whoa, bubble, sweet girl just bubble. I want to see you bubble.
Catch him on Saturdays.
Black girl bubble.
Motivation Saturdays, midday Eastern time. Bless up the Motivator.
She ain't got no shame, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She turn it back, queen, she gain no bad.
I want to say much love to those out in New York, Long Island, New York. Reggae Pulse Radio.
Like balls in the lotto machine. I make the thing bounce like a trampoline. She hit the bumper like a tambourine.
Welcome.
Sing, sweet girl, I like how you bend.
DJ Atomic Force on the crew.
Drop it again. Turn it.
Much love to you.
Drop it and lift it. Barely want hit it. I want it to shit the thing like a spike stone vine. I bend like them rose, those so.
Big ups to those who are locked in out on the Foundation Radio Network out of South Florida.
Girl, I want it.
ClintonLindsay.com.
Don't feel my senate. Sweet girl, show me what you mean.
Or the veteran in the business, Mr. Twinkle Toes himself, Clinton Lindsay.
She gain no bad, she gain no bad. She ain't got no shame. She gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. She turn it back, queen. She gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Oh, don't panic, bro. She gain no bad, she gain no bad. Bad like two sardines in the top. Bad like a steel KFC snap box. Bad like somebody.
Hey Nadia, how you doing?
Bad like my miss me. Walking up bad when it felt in it.
Sharon,
So she give me it quickly. You're too sweet when you wine.
how are you, my dear?
It ain't funny. Your ball like two game caught in the rain. Gain on ball like dogs in the pain. So bad make a wheelchair man start walking. Body enough make a jump.
You've alienated me.
Every time the bumpers start moving, Met West Indies like I start losing. Show me what you made of.
You know South Florida misses you, right?
I come to stage, she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she ain't got no shame. She gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she turn it back. Me and she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad. Oh, don't panic, no, she gain on
I want to say big ups to those who are locked in on PEMGTV.com.
Goblin.
Welcome.
Sweet girl on note with sweet friends. Bro, bumper bubble on band.
Those on Facebook Live.
Listen, what? Bang your back to the 90.
Those on Clubhouse.
You when it hit a core.
They're bubbling in the stew pot.
Bubble, sweet girl, just bubble.
Those on Zeno FM.
Bubble, bubble, bubble. You want to just bubble.
Everyone locked in on YouTube Live.
Bubble, sweet girl, just bubble, bubble, bubble.
Welcome.
Bubble, cool black girl, bubble, bubble, bubble.
Those right here, the home of the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, kevinstew.com.
I come to stage, she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she
Yo, Marlon, what's poppin'?
gain on bad,
I
she
want to say big ups to
turn it back. Me,
Reggae Global's general manager,
she gain on bad, oh, don't panic, no, she gain on
Mr. Marlon Borrell,
bad, bad, bad. Bubble like balls in the lot.
fresh off his broadcast,
It's trampoline, she hit the bumper like a
a
time.
thing called Real Rockers.
Last the scene, so
You can catch Marlon every Monday and Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
turn it wrong, I stick it, drop it, I lift it, barely want hit it, I want it to
Talk about a walking, talking reggae music encyclopedia.
so beside the ball like Cheyenne and
This man got the history.
there's somebody mass me girl, I want you to bend it, take hold yourself, don't feel my senate, so me girl show me
Much love, Marlon.
right now, I want you to break it, come to stage, she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad,
Hey, Mauricio.
she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad, she turn it back, me and she gain on bad, she gain
How you doing, bro?
on
I
bad,
want to say blessings to those who are locked in out of Brazil.
bad, bad.
Yeah, man, the real Brazil.
Yeah, she gain on bad, she gain on bad.
Welcome.
Oh, she ain't
Hey, be safe out there, Mauricio. Be safe as you head home.
on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad. Oh, don't panic, no. She gain on bad, she gain on bad. Bad like two sardines in the top. Bad like a steel KFC snap box. Bad like somebody hardest.
The sound of Ill Blaze.
Your mother wish she missed me. Walking up bad when it felt in the frisbee. I was
Yeah, man, it's called She Getting On Bad for those of you who are wondering.
waiting in panic. I love the way how you rate in panic. Your
I'm glad y'all could join in.
gain on bad like dogs in the pain. So bad make a wheelchair.
I truly appreciate the fact that you're here.
I start talking.
Glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you.
These look
You have my word, I wouldn't even try.
me up right now. I want you to break it. I come to stage. She gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on
Those on Facebook and Clubhouse, remember it's only a segment broadcast.
bad, she
So come on over to kevinstew.com.
gain on bad, she gain on
2 ways for you to watch.
gain on bad, she
Yeah, man, they're both on the website.
bad.
Goblin, old man, so then.
One embedded player,
No, with sweet friend.
one YouTube embedded player.
Must claim it till me descend.
2 ways to view.
To the 90 degrees, I shake like a
3 ways to listen because there's a a tune in live listen button
bubble,
that allows you to listen right there
bubble,
on kevinstew.com.
bubble, sweet girl, just bubble, bubble, bubble. I want you,
For those of you that are tuned in on YouTube Live,
bubble, wow.
Show me what you mean.
you're good to go.
I want you to break it. I come to stage. She gain on bad, she gain on bad, she gain on bad. She ain't got no shame. She
I do invite you to jump into the stew pot. It's what others call a chat room.
gain on bad, she gain on bad. She
But because we're fancy on kevinstew.com, it's called the stew pot. When you go to kevinstew.com, there's a little button that says click here to join chat.
say bones, take it.
Just click on it.
She hit the bumper.
You don't need to register.
Make the thing roll like plastic scenes. So it
You don't need to offer a firstborn, an internal organ, or a blood sacrifice.
again. Turn it wrong, I stick it. Drop it, I lift it. Barely want hit it.
Just
Shit thing.
respect others.
Those other signs, the ball like Cheyenne in the head stand. Real bad carriers.
You can remain anonymous. You can put your name.
Take hold yourself, don't feel my senate. So we girl, show me what you made of right now. I want you to break it. I come to stage, she gain
I want to say thank you to my segment sponsors also.
on bad, she gain on bad, she ain't got no shame. She gain
Thank you to Paul C Media Group and Big in Momentous Price. Let's give them a call.
back, we and she gain on bad,
They can do everything you see here on kevinstew.com and more.
she gain on bad, she gain on bad.
Take care of your videos, your photos, your streaming, your ads.
Bad like a steel KFC snap box. Bad like somebody
hard.
Take care of your streaming your live events.
Walking about when it felt in it.
Could be a church service, a funeral, a wedding, a party, a graduation, a seminar.
Funny. We love
On a secure platform, whether yours or theirs.
getting caught in the rain.
All you got to do is give them a call. 754-999-1140.
Make a dumb man start talking.
That's 754-999-1140.
Like I start losing. Show me what you made up
Tell them Kevin Stew sent you.
to break it.
You got this event.
No bad, she gain
You want to stream it live.
no bad, she
How you can go about it.
gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she turn it back. Me and she gain
Want to say thank you to Althea and her healing heavenly hands.
no bad. Oh, don't find it broke. She gain no bad.
Althea is a licensed massage therapist operating out of Broward County and North Miami-Dade County.
Girl, I know
Wait, Miami-Dade, Broward,
bang.
and South Palm Beach counties.
Descend what?
Yeah, that's it.
About to the 90 degrees and shake like a tree when it hit a cold.
Give her a call, 954-655-9000.
Bubble, bang,
Schedule your appointment today.
bubble, you bounce a
She
just
comes to you, bringing her table, her oils, and over 20 years massage therapy experience.
bubble, bubble. I want to see you bubble, bubble, bubble. Cold black girl, bubble, bubble.
She only has one request when she makes her appointments.
No break, no. I want you to break it.
Is that you get off her table and go sleep somewhere else when she's done.
No bad, she ain't got
It's called the Kevin Stew clause.
bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she turn it back. Me
I guess I get on bad and fall asleep.
she gain no bad. Oh, don't find it broke. She gain no bad, she gain no bad.
Happens without fail.
Bad, bubble like balls in the lotto machine. I make the thing bounce like a trampoline. Shit the bumper like a tambourine. I make the thing roll like plasticine. So make girls I like how you bend. I want you to
Want to say thank you to Reggae Global Entertainment.
turn it to room, I stick it, drop it, I lift it.
Reggae Global act as your booking agent, handle your tour management,
Man like them,
take care of your business registrations, legal service referrals, music production, marketing and promotion, and so much more.
to bend it, to hold yourself, don't feel my senate. So make girls show
Go ahead and give them a call, 954-804-8199.
see she gain no bad, she
That's 954-804-8199.
gain no bad, she gain no bad, she turn it back.
Tell them you heard about them on a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew.
No bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she ain't got no shame. She gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain
Want to say thank you to McNeil Trucking.
she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad,
McNeil Trucking
she gain no
has your goods in good hands.
bad, bad.
They're licensed and insured movers in the state of Florida.
Still KFC snap box, bad like somebody hardest pick me.
You want to move from point A to point B, put some things in storage.
Frisbee, I
Don't have the manpower, the transportation, or the equipment necessary?
have the way of
No worries.
your ball.
You have the name and you have the number.
Gain no ball like dope.
954-406-9740. McNeil Trucking.
The man start talking. Every time the bumper start moving, man.
Tell them you heard Kevin Stew talking about them.
What you made up right now?
You ready to move?
I come to stage, she gain no bad, she
Let's set it up.
gain no bad, she ain't got no shame. She gain no bad, she gain
954-406-9740 is the number to use.
she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Oh, gain no bad, she gain no bad. Bad.
Speaking of numbers to use,
Cold black old man so then. Sweet girl, I know with sweet friends. Bro, bumper bubble, I'm back.
as we address tonight's topic of eye candy,
To the 90 degrees, I shake like a tree when it hit a cold breeze. Yes, bubble, 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 sweet girl, just bubble, bubble,
you can call in,
bubble,
text in,
bubble, you bounce it.
use WhatsApp, Telegram.
Whoa, bubble, 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 sweet girl.
Which number?
Bubble, I want
It is 773
girl, bubble.
789 7839.
You want you made up right now. I want you to break it right now.
At 773 789 Stew.
She gain no bad, she ain't got
Yep, that's what the last four digits spell.
bad, she gain no
Stew.
turn it back, we and she gain no bad.
The number is 773 789 7839. You see it scrolling across the bottom of your screen right there. Those of you that are watching,
You make the thing bounce like a trampoline. She
I'm repeating it for the ones that are listening.
make the thing roll like plasticine. So make
773
bend, I want you to
977.
bit again. Turn it to
No, not true.
I lift it.
773 789
Look at spikes.
7839.
There's no sub beside.
At 773 789
Real bad, carry this up.
7839.
Want you to bend it. To hold yourself, don't feel my senate. So make girl show me what you made up right now. I want you to break it right now. She gain no bad.
John of Ill Blaze. Track called She Getting On Bad.
She gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she turn it back. We and she gain no bad, she gain no bad, she gain no bad. Oh, don't find it broke. She gain no bad, she gain no bad, 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 bad.
So, have you ever just seen someone come across your path and you go, ooh, sweet? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen alike. Have you had that experience? If not, I don't know where it is that you live. I'd like to know where you live because I want to know what kind of people it is that are around you, because I have seen some people that I have no words other than just sweet. And really and truly, I call them eye candy. I don't know what you call them. Last night, to those of you that were listening, heard me mention that I have a friend for years. When I say years, I'm talking like 3 decades. That her nickname is Candy. So I'm not saying hi Candy, but I'm saying hi Candy. We're talking about eye candy. What is it? Well, according to language humanities, eye candy is one of many idiomatic expressions in the English language used to refer to a visually appealing person or object. Yeah. Yeah, so I basically steered you in the direction of someone, but apparently it can be something. Hey, Miss Do, how do you do? And maybe you like cars, maybe you like handbags, shoes, whatever it is that catches your eye, and all you can say is sweet. Yeah, I guess that would be your eye candy. The term is most commonly used to describe something that both catches the eye of an observer with its attractiveness. So it both catches and keeps. Not that it catches, just catches the eye, but it keeps it too. So it holds the attention of the observer's attention with attractiveness. Eye candy is often ogled at more immediately and for longer periods than most relatively attractive objects. So it's that thing that you sit and just stare at. You're just gawking, just drooling even. If it's even mental drool. Although the term is usually meant as a compliment, many individuals also use this idiom as an insult to visually pleasing objects with little or no substance. Now, when I was growing up, if it was an individual, that person would be called a pretty dunce. And, I'm pretty sure that's a term that remains today. And so the term eye candy could be both a compliment and not so complimentary. The term eye candy is considered part of modern slang, although its origins are debatable. While some sources cite the first instance of the expression being used in 1984, others claim the original use was in 1978. Others believe it was a little used derivative of the term nose candy, which referred to cocaine and was first recorded in the 1930s. Regardless of this origin, eye candy grew in use steadily over the 1980s to early 2000s, eventually becoming part of modern colloquial English. Eye candy. The expression alludes to the feeling people experience when eating candy. Now, according to the professionals, this feeling is generally pleasant and often appetizing. Those that were listening to the broadcast last night and over the past few weeks, being healthy love, when I talk about sugars, you know that sugars tend to block certain signals, making you want more of that particular thing. So apparently it blocks some and it enhances some, keeping you enticed, basically. And apparently that is why they make the connection to eye candy. It makes you just keep wanting to look some more. Okay, maybe you may want to do something else other than look, but for the most part, you're just looking. People or objects considered to be eye candy evoke the same emotions in the aesthetic sense. Their visual appeal is considered to be more stimulating than average. People who observe eye candy often report feeling happy, excited, and dazzled, while at the same time wanting to see more. Ooh, show me some more. Just a little bit more. Yes, right there. Nice. Many people, however, use the association with candy to make derogatory remarks. Candy is a superficially good food in that it has little to no nutritional value to go along with its pleasing flavor. In the same regard, eye candy is often used to refer to an attractive person or object that has few positive qualities outside of appearance. The expression can be used, for example, to insult a model with a bland personality, or a technological device with a stylish design but limited functionality. You know some of those devices. Few businesses benefit from this negative idea of eye candy more than the entertainment industry. A movie may be criticized for being all spectacle with no substance, yet end up being more profitable than more critically acclaimed films. You know what? I can relate to that. I know exactly what they're talking about in that regard. Movies with over the top action scenes or extremely attractive people, for example, generally do better than dramas with average looking actors. This is likely due to the fact that many individuals treat movies and television shows in the very same way they treat candy, as something to stimulate the senses without need for additional benefits. And so, those of us in the entertainment industry that wonder what it is that would be that very thing that would keep people coming back. Apparently, it would be to have something sweet that has no substance. If you want the masses, which is probably why the song was done, do it for the love and not for the like. Hey Clive. Oh, blessings to you. Mixmaster J, the English 5-star general. Big ups, my brother. How you doing? Yeah, long time you haven't heard that one, right? Pretty dunce. Ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to check out Mixmaster J. You can hear him on Reggae Global Radio every day, every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. Check him out. Mixmaster J does this wicked broadcast out of the UK. Check him out. All right, so where do we go from recognizing that people often go for the, well, let me not say they often go for the less substantial. We're often quite superficial. Let's call it what it is. And that's the truth. We are. So we tend to go with the flow, we go with the masses, and if the masses say, boy, this was wicked, this movie, you should see it. And you ask what it's about, and they would go, it was about an hour and a half long. What? Well, there was a fight scene in there where the people them jumping off of the ceiling after bouncing off the wall, and the camera angles and the explosions, and okay, but what was it about? I don't know. Was it the wicked? And that would be the general idea of how that conversation goes. It's eye candy. It's really fun and exciting and tasty and has you all locked in, but you don't really leave with much. Now, not to say that all eye candy is made the same, because I have met some eye candy in my lifetime that, let me tell you, leaving from their presence, it's like right now you can go get a degree in whatever. Doesn't even matter. You're just so much more enlightened after leaving out of their presence. That's a different kind of eye candy. I guess that would be one of them nutritional bars. You know, one of them protein bars or something. That I guess that would be that kind of candy. But whichever way it is, we're gonna be diving down into it a little bit more, looking at eye candy, and we're gonna take a quick little break. It's amazing. It's time for the first break already. We're gonna look at a little bit more at eye candy. And as we take this break, we're going to part company with those on Facebook Live, those on Clubhouse. Come on over to kevinstew.com where the entire broadcast can be seen and heard. You have the option to just listen or watch and listen. But of course, jump into the stew pot. It's what others call a chat room. And be interactive. It's not only on YouTube or on Facebook that you can be interactive. No, you can be interactive right here at kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment. But before I jump on over into this commercial break, I just want to remind everyone to visit the Mary Kay store. Which Mary Kay store? My Mary Kay store. I am an independent Mary Kay consultant, have been for a few months now, and I have products for everyone because everybody has skin. So, for men, there's face and beard care, along with some fragrances that are available. Visit the store, see what you can get for that man in your life. Father, brother, son, cousin, neighbor, teacher, whomever. Get something for a guy today and support the movement. It's marykay.com/Kevin Stew. And for those that love that skin balancing, you working on balancing out your skin tone? No worries. There's an easy, lightweight way to do it. It's called the CC cream. And visiting marykay.com/Kevin Stew, you can find the CC cream there and order it right from the website. And it gets shipped off to you. How cool is that? Check it out, marykay.com/Kevin Stew.
Policy Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Policy Media Group.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school,
In math,
I learned that I'm ugly
I
and
learned
useless.
that I'm trash.
And in gym,
In biology,
I learned that I'm
I
pathetic
learned that I'm fat
and a
and
joke.
stupid.
In history,
Today
I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends. In English, I learned that I make people sick. And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes
In
me.
biology, I learned that I'm fat and stupid.
In English,
And in math,
I make people
I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today
The only thing I didn't learn today
The only thing I didn't learn
It's why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Teddy Greaves Jr. with 6 brand new songs out now on his brand new EP, Teddy Greaves Jr. with songs you know and love like Can You Stop the Rain? One Last Cry. Can't Get Over You. Wait Too Long. You and I. And One Last Cry, the acoustic version. Teddy Greaves Jr., now available on all major digital platforms. Teddy Greaves Jr.
Hey, I'm representing for DJ Kevin Stew, working on the night shift radio show. Won't go changing like the weather, just to please the devil never. Will DJ Kevin Stew sell his soul? That's a word and honor. It's Christine representing word and honor. Celestia DJ Kevin Stew.
Yeah.
Céu azul, vários episódios, nada incomum. Fora da catraca da estação do trem, Senhor nos livra dessa malandragem. Amém, amém, amém. Sol de rachar, na selva de pedra, desce suor no rosto, onde o bicho pega. Bate forte a pressão, se vacilar então, primeiro nocaute vai esfregar tua cara no chão. Lutador eu sou, vencedor eu sou, mas corre na minha veia o sangue do filho do grande leão, do grande leão. Tão certo como o ar que eu respiro, tão certo como o ar, manhã que se levanta, papai é grande, eu sou um filho do grande leão. Tão certo como o ar que eu respiro, tão certo como o ar, manhã que se levanta, papai é grande, eu sou um filho do grande leão. Leste, oeste, norte ou sul, céu azul, vários episódios, nada incomum. Fora da catraca da estação do trem, Senhor nos livra dessa malandragem. Amém, amém, amém. Sol de rachar, na selva de pedra, desce lá no rosto, onde o bicho pega. Bate forte a pressão, se vacilar então, primeira nocaute vai esfregar sua cara no chão. Lutador eu sou, vencedor eu sou, mas corre da minha veia o sangue do filho do grande leão, do grande leão. Tão certo como o ar que eu respiro, tão certo como o ar, manhã que se levanta, papai é
Music out of Brazil.
Eu sou um filho do grande leão.
He stopped by on the way home and said hello. His name is Mauricio Diaz.
Manhã que se levanta,
The track is called Suburbio.
papai é grande. Eu sou um filho do grande leão.
Yeah man, I had to play this one right here. Give support where you can, you know? Those of you on Clubhouse, those of you on Facebook Live, this is where we're part company. Come on over to kevinstew.com where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment. But call your friends, tell your friends, friends of your friends, friends of your enemies, enemies of your friends, and your enemies too. Call everybody because the information works with everybody and everybody get to share. You don't have to like them. Just don't be stingy with the info. Until we meet again on Facebook Live and Clubhouse. Catch you later. The broadcast continues. You see the power of reggae music? It takes you everywhere. It goes everywhere. Big ups to the massive out of Brazil. Dora, much love to you at Radio Crystal Gospel. Blessings to you. Okay, so we're looking at eye candy tonight. And hey Pat, how you doing? Blessings to you out of New York. Boy, Brooklyn hot, you know. I know it's warm up there. South Florida is this way all year round, you know. This is how we live. But I hear you guys are dealing with it. Much love to you. Stay cool, yeah? So, eye candy, our topic for tonight. According to Psychology Today, by definition, it is good-looking people. Sweet to stare at. They tempt us with their addictive visuals. But the term has another meaning, especially when we remember that our brain's primary fuel source is sugar. Eye candy is also a special kind of mutual gaze. One that is dense with energy, sends our pleasure chemicals surging, and looks absolutely delicious. Guess what? They also say it's good for you. Yep. As a psychologist specializing in eye contact and instructor in the psychology of vision, I've heard of hundreds of variations of eye candy. And this is Sheila Robinson, PhD, and author of Vitamin I. Interesting, isn't it? You need to check that out. Mythic, even archetypical, these soft looks, gentle leers, and come hither stares are the stuff of legend. Mesmerizing. They can make the hearts of even the sturdiest among us beat faster. Race even. Eye candy can stop us dead in our tracks. Being allowed to feast for an instant upon someone's beautiful eyes. An instant of mutual acknowledgement. This can make us feel downright inebriated. Drunk to the very core. And no surprise, love drugs are directly connected to our eyes. Look into my eyes. Tell me what you see. Described as hypersocial apes, humans like to be around other people. Well, occasionally anyway. And are able to take great physical and psychological enjoyment from our eye connections with the people we see. In fact, our brains are made for visual pleasure, reinforcing positive social eye connection and promoting interocular experiences of goodwill for mutual benefit. You see trouble, Pat? Where are you looking? Evolution has favored the development of brain connections between our looks and our reward centers. Eye-to-eye contact is well known to trigger autonomic nervous system response. The HPA pathway, the hypothalamus pituitary adrenaline pathway, is directly stimulated by the eyes that come into our sight lines before we're fully aware of who we're seeing. So it is the eye contact that stimulates a lot of the feelings, not so much everything else. Wait, hold on. So, Doc, let me make sure I got this right. Is it my eye contact with that full body? Or is it my eye contact with the eyes in the head of that body? How does that work? Because there are some people that I have seen that I'm like, whoa, I could just look here for days. And then they turn around and I see their face and I start looking in the sky or something else because they just spoil the moment. You know, they have an awesome departure, but their approach, boy, let me tell you, I'll wait. You know, uh, you know, I may hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. That kind of a thing, you know. Even a slightly prolonged mutual gaze, according to psychology today, can make our sympathetic nervous systems go wild. Pupils dilate. We flush, feel a rush, sweaty palms, the whole bit. Fight or flight. Tend or befriend. Our hypothalamus rushes to find the appropriate social response. In the presence of oxytocin, we may choose the latter. We may choose to befriend. And, well, I guess that's one kind of friendship that you probably want to keep. You know, it could be quite beneficial to everyone involved. But you may not want to say it out loud, but hey, it's a thing. It is a thing. Oh, thank you, Pat. Flattery will get you everywhere. Oxytocin, a hormone produced in the hypothalamus, is known to be associated with positive gaze experiences. Nursing mothers, new lovers, and puppy owners share spiking cuddle drug levels. Isn't that interesting? Nursing mothers, new lovers, puppy owners, they all have the same kind of reaction. These tender mutual eye interludes are both inspired by oxytocin and catalyze its synthesis in our brains, or a true virtuous cycle. Experiences of eye candy lead to oxytocin production and feelings of well-being, which stimulates us to look good at others, to do eye candy. Wow. Who'd have thunk it? That just making eye contact could have this much effect. So much so that it is not what the rest of the person may look like. It is just that connection through the eyes. They do say the eye is the window to the soul, right? For those of you that are watching and just burning to say something, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839 is the number you can call, text, WhatsApp, Telegram. You can use any of those methods. Doesn't matter where in the world you are. You know, drop a line. If you can't be there in... I love these memes. If you can't be there in the stew pot and you just want to drop a text, go ahead and do so. The text line just went off. Let me see. Okay, cool. It wasn't that. But yeah. Or you can be interacting like these people are here on YouTube Live. Jump into the stew pot on kevinstew.com. Y'all are having too much fun. Or I'm having too much fun. I don't know which one it is. Eyes are powerful. Yes, they are. Sometimes it can be intimidating. True. All from eye contact. Now, Is it eye contact with the rest of the facial expression that causes the intimidation? Or is it just the eye contact itself? Research evidence abounds. Ours are very pro-social brains that reward us for using our eyes with others, even strangers, in connecting and quite caring ways. When we don't get enough eye candy, the pleasure centers of our brain they become dormant. They're not active. And we don't feel as good. Isn't that interesting? So we actually need this eye candy. We need to experience this good feeling. We have to have that experience to have the good feeling that takes us sometimes through these moments of our days. Eye candy deficiencies can be very unpleasant. Ask anyone past their 15 minutes of fame what it's like to go unnoticed, to be ignored, after their instant in the spotlight. They tend to feel empty, hungry even. Symptoms of attention deficit are painful and may linger, including emotions of despondence, fear, paranoia, rage, profound sadness, feelings of invisibility and unreality, existential confusion. Wow. That's deep. That's eye energy, Pat. I can work with it. I feel that eye energy. Sometimes some eyes are hateful and can cause harm, especially if you dislike that individual. Hey, you know what? Funny you should say that. I've seen some people look at me in some ways that I feel like might as well just beat me with a tree. I've gotten some looks in my time. And, well, I guess it could have been something that I did. It could just be the fact that I exist. Whatever it is, I've gotten some real ugly looks. Maybe it's something I said. Or maybe it's something that someone thought I said. Who knows? Maybe I called someone eye candy. And they took it to mean pretty dunce. I don't know. Desire for eye candy can be insatiable. Some individuals go to extraordinary lengths to cultivate it, expending considerable time, money, and energy to draw the visual approval of people around them. Now, fortunately, a supply of good quality eye candy may be found in the looks of pets and small children. The gazes of these beings are specifically not intimidating or judgmental. The pleasure is that they look back with eyes of innocent interest at anyone. I guess that's what gives you the warm and fuzzy. And so, because you don't associate a particular expression with their facial features when they look at you, babies, infants, and pets. Well, if the pet is looking at you and is drooling and showing their teeth, because it's one of those kind of animals, then you may want to step back just a little bit. You are the candy in their eyes because they want to take a bite out of you. But I guess otherwise from that, if you're getting that really wide-eyed, loving stare, hey, you might be able to go in for a pet or a pat, you know, a stroke, rub a tummy or something. And I'm not just talking about the pets, you know, some people like their tummies rubbed too. I'm just saying. comment here. Some people have looked at me, and I sometimes wished they looked in another direction because I don't need sarcastic eyes. Wow. Yeah, sarcastic eyes can go look somewhere else. So, wait. I guess it only stands to reason that when taking this perspective of eye candy into consideration, those who are visually impaired get to be eye candy of more of a physical nature outside of the eyes. How does it work if you're visually impaired? Does anybody else think of things like that, or is it just me? Just watching the eyes of happy people, according to psychology today, even if they're not looking at us, may be a form of eye candy. We're drawn to the looks of cheerful individuals, reinforced by positive visuals. Just as there is something developing about being witness to angry and suspicious looks, there's something heartening about observing joyful and receptive visual interactions. Indirect eye contact compromise important aspects of our social environment, subtly shaping our morale and feelings of trust. Well, maybe even developing some lust. That's not in there, but I'm tossing it in there. We're talking about being visual. Men, for example, we're visual creatures. So you look good. Chances are the first thought that we have, ladies, toward you is that of lust. And, even for individuals that are into same sex, I guess if a man who's a homosexual sees a really attractive man, it's the same thing. Not necessarily that other man, the object of desire, is also into them. Now, do take note. There are people who are secure in their sexuality. That doesn't really matter what gender you are. They're going to appreciate love, the fact that you are well put together and you'll just look good. It doesn't mean that they're interested in you. It's just to say that you are well put together and you are attractive. And that in its innocence, I really believe that's a treat, an eye candy treat. What say you? How do you feel about it? For many people, quality sources of eye candy are scarce. And that's why visual pleasures sell. In our media-heavy and too often solitary lives, we instinctively take refuge in the eyes of beautiful people on posters, billboards, magazine covers, people whose eyes reach out to ours. And in the variety of electronic images that flicker across our screens that offer eye contact by proxy, an essential element in these media-made eye contacts is how the people in the images look back. They never reject, never say stop looking, never ask what we're looking at. No embarrassment, no paranoia or pain. We can look again and again and again and again. That our eyes are drawn to the eyes of people who can't see us, that fact is proof of their power to fascinate us. Such sources of pseudo connection still feel good because they offer us an element of social sensation. But like many drugs, the stripped down, pure version may lack the therapeutic nuances of the natural science. Vicarious forms of eye candy lack immediacy, and connection. Vital social nutrients that we need to feel good. So, how do you activate your health? Because eye candy can be pretty helpful, right? Can be healthful. Savor your positive visuals. Those moments where you make eye contact and those moments of contact speak volumes with no words. Those are the moments that you want to just live in. Enjoy that feeling. Recognize that feeling that you're having. Even if there's no exchange to be made, nothing going further than that very moment, you get to be in that moment and you get to enjoy it and live. So many of us just exist. How many of us just choose to add another component to existing and live? Now, I think that in itself is quite a reward. We're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to talk some more because we still get a little bit more information. As we touched on just now, we recognize that attractiveness is not just limited to eye candy, right? It sometimes goes beyond that. And we're going to take a quick look at what is the beyond that is being referred to, according to Men's Journal. Do you want to find out? You think someone else wants to find out? Don't be stingy with the information. Call a friend, tell a friend, friends of your friends, friends of your enemies, enemies of your friends, and your enemies too. Tell them it's Real Talk on the Night Shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It's on right now, live and in living color, right here, kevinstew.com and affiliates. We'll be right back after these messages. Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Making great music is one thing, sharing it with the world, that's another. Let the professionals at Reggae Global Entertainment help you to another level. Specializing in artist management, booking, public relations and marketing, and promotion, Reggae Global Entertainment can help you with event planning, websites, photography, and video production, press releases, legal services, and graphic design. They can even help you with music production, so you can get the sound that you want every time. Call Reggae Global Entertainment at 954-804-8199. That's 804-8199. Or visit them online at reggaeglobalentertainment.com. Reggae Global Entertainment presents the brand new self-titled album from Yishka with 9 great songs. Oh, Baby, Let Me Love You.
Oh, baby.
Be Grateful for Life.
Be grateful for life.
Shake You Down.
Girl, I wanna shake you
What else can I do?
What else can I do?
Babe, Come Over.
Baby, come over.
My. It's our time
You know I love you.
for your love.
I would do anything.
I'm Falling.
In love again.
Yishka. 9 great songs. Available on all streaming platforms.
You sure look good tonight.
Available now.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Yes. Akar Mantino, I'm making notes right now. You are locked in to DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift.
Empress. You know, say the love for the Rasta youth have for your endless. Better never know. I look ya now. I look ya. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Jordan, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. She tell me she like everything she see na Iman. She want every second out of me time, and she woulda give me anything, although she no mind man. And this price of me give her, she have a mind pan. So me take her to the river, dash her with the bad one. Inna the hills, figure links, brain, bubble man. Him have the herbs and the wine for we meditation. Good loving, it's you and we expand. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Jordan, she said she love her Rastafari. You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray. From the day she link with Iman, she said she love her Rastafari. She tell me, I say she love Rastafari, and she tell I say she have something far. I know for them can't believe for Congo Bongo have a rope and a squeeze. All of a sudden she no wanna red meat, strictly ital true or some greens. She a tell I about the coconut with the bean. I say anytime no, she a come for me scheme. She never know she woulda love the Congo Bongo. Never know you woulda love the Foray.
Again.
Today she link with Jordan. She said she love her Rastafari.
How are you, say Jordan?
I know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You woulda love the Foray. From
the zone of Jordan bringing us back from the break. She's track called Congo Bongo.
You never know you woulda love the Congo Bongo. You never know you woulda love the Foray.
You hear that?
Today she link with Jordan.
It's been a minute since I played this one. I want to say big ups to Jordan. Much love, bro. Take care of yourself. Take care of the family. Alright, so we're talking about eye candy tonight in Real Talk. Those of you just joining in, welcome to the broadcast. Glad you could join us. So glad to have you. Couldn't do it without you. You have my word. I wouldn't even try. And we've been looking at eye candy. And we just had the quite revealing, or I should say quite a revelation. Basically the same thing, right? Just now with the eye contact being the candy of it all. That being the sweet experience. Not so much looking at an object and recognizing that it exists, but eye contact with another being, a living object. I guess you can't really call it a living object unless you're going to objectify the person or the thing. Anyway, what according to mensjournal.com, What they're saying is attractiveness is not just limited to eye candy. Huh? What do you mean? Rating the attractiveness of someone is usually based upon how they look. Long flowing hair, stunning face, the list goes on. Muscular limbs, but our other senses apparently also play a large role in how attractive we find someone. So the other senses contribute to what the eye sees and object makes that object candy-like. How does that work? Researchers looked at more than 30 years of studies to find some that explain the way someone's voice and body scent, not just their body, but their body scent, can influence others' perceptions of them, and how much insight and information these other factors can give people about another person. They found that it is easy for people to determine gender and age based on voice alone, which is a pretty obvious finding. But the scientists also discovered that people can discern a subtler and wider range of features from just voice. Things like dominance, cooperativeness, emotional state, and even body size. Now, I can tell you right now, I've heard some people's voices, and when I saw them, I was like, yeah, that's not your voice. Nope. That body doesn't go with that voice at all. Scent also plays a big role in perception of other people's attractiveness. The researchers found in their review, and actually mirroring some of the same things that hearing can suss out. Recent studies have shown that sight and smell work together to create a stronger picture of an individual than either sense alone would garner. So in combination, now you're getting a better picture. Taken together, sight, sound, and smell give us a better feeling about someone's attractiveness. So it's not all about being good looking. Perceiving others through all these channels gives a more reliable and broader variety of information about them. This said study author Agata Groika, who is a researcher at the University of Wrocław in Poland. I've never heard of that place. Well, probably because it's in Poland. I don't know many places in Poland. But it's a thing. It's a study. You know, it's not just what you see in the eyes, but what you hear and what you smell. Now, this determines a person's attractiveness. So, what then would make... We recognize that people can be considered eye candy. How do people become eye candy? That's a question that I've had for a while. And of course, you know, I went looking and I came up with some information. According to scienceleadership.org, the attraction between a male and female seems to always be a question well answered. Excuse me. However, there's a focus on what actually makes a female attracted to a male. Is there an actual scientific reasoning behind it, or is it of self-judgment? Could it be the way a male walks or presents himself that makes a female attracted to him? What makes women attracted to men? Let me get some feedback from some of you all that are listening in now. The text line is open, 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. Can call, text, WhatsApp, Telegram, they all work. The chat is open on kevinstew.com, the Stew Pot. And also you can, those of you that are watching on YouTube Live, you can comment there. But what makes a man attractive to women? Through a study found from the book Human Physique and Sexual Attractiveness in Men and Women, there was a finding that women like men who are tall, who have slightly narrow waists and broad shoulders. Okay. Tall is relative. I know women that barely pass 5 feet. So me standing at 5'7", 5'8", I would be a tall guy to them. Now, I may not be tall compared to other tall guys, but I'm tall to them. So tall is relative. So what then? What else would fall in this attractiveness? So they like men who are tall, slightly narrow waist, broad shoulders. Men who are athletic and have well-toned muscles are more preferred because it symbolizes they are more likely to be a good hunter. Which could mean they could provide for the family. Okay. In a time where we're not really hunters and gatherers anymore, to have that physique, hunters of what would you be? Hunters of other women, maybe? Hunters of other men? Hunters of others, ... ellipses? You know, hunters of what? Hunters of attention? Because you're aware that according to society, this is what attractive men look like. With males being big and strong, they can protect the family from other males and danger. Well, Bruce Lee didn't look big and strong. And he could protect you like, whoa. So maybe it's not so much about an appearance, but about abilities. Because, you know, it's not the size of the gun. The gun is the effect of the bullet. Right? Or some would say it's not the float of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean. Small axe can fall big trees. So, how does it go here? Women are also attracted to men that are successful because it shows that those males have the ability and resources to be able to provide for the family. Or, they just robbed someone. They swindled their resources and now they have these resources and can squander it any which way they choose. What does that prove? In conclusion, just like males, females are cautious about the male they choose to mate with because women believe that men have the most valuable reproductive resources to offer. Men produce thousands of sperm, while women produce only about 400 eggs in their lifetime. The time of pregnancy and childbearing are long process which puts more pressure on what women find attractive about guys. They find the security and long relationship to be attributes that make the guy more attractive. In other words, a woman finds a man that can provide for them and that they will stay there for a long time and will be able to protect them. Kind of the same things we need in society today to survive. So, is that what makes men attractive? Is that what makes men eye candy, ladies? One person says, timid newcomer says, his eyes. Okay. His eyes make him attractive. We can work with that. Is that his eyes if he wears contacts? Is that his eyes if his glasses are cute? His eyes because he keeps them dreamy. His eyes how? Now, ladies, I'll tell you this. You put men at somewhat of a disadvantage. And I say that because we are visual creatures. I mentioned that at the beginning of the broadcast, and that's pretty much where I will stay. We're at a disadvantage. You just need to show up for the most part. And you've caught our eyes. Women should date guys they're compatible to. Well, as far as compatibility goes, you're a woman, he's a man, compatible. One has a plug, one has a socket. That's compatibility right there. at the core of it, because ultimately that's where you're going to end up anyway, right? So let's call it as it is. So what you're saying here, Pat, is that we need to move past the superficial and get down to in the nitty gritty of an individual. Get to know them past what you see on the outside. I get what you're saying. Now, but ladies, let's go down this list of some ways to be his eye candy. And this is according to forgivenwife.com. Now, I know a lot of you ladies already have this down. You don't need any more notes, but I'm going to give it anyway. Because it is here, and maybe some of us guys need to be aware of what you ladies are doing. So according to forgivenwife.com, eye candy is something that is visually appealing, with just a dollop of sexy thrown into the mix. If your husband is like most guys, seeing you be sexy is the best eye candy possible. Here's what I'm going to toss into this. You have to know what he believes sexy is. Because if you go off what you think sexy is and it doesn't correspond with what he thinks sexy is, you're going to fail. So, find out from your him, if you're in a relationship with someone, ladies, find out what their idea of sexy is before you go off on your sexy presentation exploits. Song of Songs 4:1-5 says, "Behold, you are beautiful, my love. Behold, you are beautiful. Your eyes are doves behind your veil. Your hair is like a flock of goats leaping down the slopes of Gilead. Your teeth are like a flock of shorn ewes that have come up from the washing, all of which bear twins, and not one among them has lost its young. Your lips are like a scarlet thread, and your mouth is lovely. Your cheeks are like halves of a pomegranate behind your veil. Your neck is like the Tower of David, built in rows of stone. On it hang 1,000 shields, all of them shields of warriors. Your two breasts are like two fawns, twins of a gazelle that graze among the lilies." Solomon, boy, you're such a lyricist. The bridegroom in the Song of Songs enjoyed looking at his bride, just as your husband likely loves to look at you, unless you got married for other reasons. So let your man look to his heart's content. You know, do what he likes, do what appeals to him, because then that keeps you in the spotlight. It works to your benefit, right? So, according to Forgiven Wife, there's plenty you can do to give your man some awesome visuals. And here are some of them. And these are things to do with your husband's mind, with sexy image of you. You're filling his mind with these images. And you're doing it without having sex. So, tease him while you're changing clothes. Lean over to get something out of the drawer. Take your time. Caress yourself as you remove an item of clothing. Yep. That works. Just saying it. And I'm like, whoa, hey, ooh, Pat says men today don't even speak that sensual language anymore. What sensual language? Pat, which one? The Songs of Solomon that I read? Or just saying to a woman that he finds her attractive and describe what that attraction looks like to him. That kind of thing? Okay, cool, got you. Flash him. Do it long enough. Do it long enough for him to really look. Or do it just quickly enough to tease him. Surprise him by removing an item of clothing before you walk into the room. Or before he walks in. So, I don't know, remove something that is not clearly visible and just dangle it, maybe. When you catch him looking, jiggle on purpose. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Even if you don't like the jiggling, chances are he does. So, jiggle just a little. Let him see you in your sexy underwear on his way out the door in the morning. Basically, you're giving him something to look forward to coming home to. When you lean over to empty the dishwasher or pull something out of the oven, linger just a little bit. And maybe do a little shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Yeah. He just might like it. Unless if he isn't a booty guy and more of a boobs guy, then you're going to probably have to find something else or some other way to do it. You know, you're going to lean over in such a way that your cleavage now becomes pronounced. And then you shake that. You know, you got to be creative with it. Apply temporary tattoos that tease him. Unless he's into real tattoos and you're into real tattoos, and then you can do that. And work that out whichever way you choose. Have a glass shower door. Press your breasts against the glass when he comes in to brush his teeth while you're in the shower. Well, I'll say this. If you have a glass shower door, I don't think there's really much that you need to do. But hey, I guess you could try that one. Let me see. Do I know anybody with a glass shower door? Ladies, if you have any glass shower doors, let's do a social experiment. You know my number, 773-789-STEW. Let's do a social experiment. Call me up. Let's try this and see how well it works. Stretch luxuriously and slowly. Go braless when he doesn't expect it. Pat, you have a glass shower door. Okay. Oh, a real fancy one. So wait, is a fancy glass shower door one that will take away from the experience, or will it enhance the experience? Things that make you go, where are we? Go braless when he doesn't expect it. Give him a peek or a feel to be sure he knows that you have a whole lot of nothing going on under your top. All right. Here is the thing about that. There are some women that are no longer as perky as they used to be. And if they go braless, it does not create that same effect. Let's be real about this. Where are you in your relationship with your partner? Are you in such a place where it doesn't matter that you had 5 kids and they all breastfed and your breasts are not what they used to be? Does it matter to your husband, your partner? And if not, this is definitely the thing for you. If it is an issue, do not, ladies, do not do this exercise. It will not work out well for you. You're going to get upset. He is going to be upset that you became upset. And it will just turn out into a disastrous event. So, choose something else. I'm just saying. Next on the list is to accidentally spill water on your t-shirt while you aren't wearing anything underneath it. Instant wet t-shirt contest and you win. Now, if the children are still home, nobody wins. So, I don't know how you're going to work it out. But be creative. Not saying that you need to do everything that is on this list. Do something that is on this list and see how it works out for you. What's next? Wear an apron while you're cooking. It seems simple enough, right? But that's just it. Wear an apron and only an apron while you're cooking. Don't do it while you're frying chicken or fish or anything at all that can cause oil to pop. Do not. If fried chicken is his favorite thing and you're going to be making it for him, giving him a special treat, do not wear only an apron to give him that treat. It won't be pretty. Nobody's going to have a good time. Wear an oversized tank top as a dress around the house. You know, the ones that kind of have the long or the huge armholes. Yeah, wear that. So you give a little bit of a peekaboo experience. So you then end up being that candied apple in his eye. You get to be his eye candy. You get to be and express yourself as that voodoo woman and work your magic on him. This is Tony Chin kicking off musical therapy. It's called Voodoo Woman. Timid newcomer says, cook the food and then go put on the apron.
This beautiful woman I thought I knew. I never really knew she did voodoo.
What would you do if you were in my shoes? In my shoes. When the one you truly love has a spell over you. And what would you say when she goes far away and you're all alone at home thinking she is gone astray? My whole world is falling down, 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 all around me. And I know when she's around, I live dangerously, so dangerously. I'm hooked on the love, and I can't get enough of this black magic woman who has put a spell on me. I can't sleep at night, and I'm going out of my mind from this voodoo woman who is driving me crazy. No, you hear me, I say. I jump out the frying pan, jump in the fire. All because of love and desire. And all we want is more and more. This a woman got me under control. Why did she choose me? This woman moves me with her love, seductive love. And what would you say when she goes far away and you're all alone at home thinking she is gone astray? My whole world is falling down, 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 all around me. And I know when she's around, I live recklessly, so recklessly. I'm hooked on the love, and I can't get enough of this black magic woman who has cast a spell on me.
Hey, Pat, don't use age as any excuse.
Out of my mind from this voodoo.
Age is just a number.
Making me crazy.
And doesn't say anything about the number of times that you could do what you can do.
Get enough of this black magic woman who has put a spell on me. I can't sleep at night, and I'm going out of my mind from this voodoo woman who is driving me crazy. I'm hooked on her love, and I can't get enough. No. I'm hooked on her love, and I can't get enough.
She's the type of girl who make you lick off your finger for rice and peas, yeah.
This is the sound of Ryan Dangerous. It's called Baby Run Come.
Give it up, baby, run, come. Give it up, baby, run, come. Give it up, baby, run, come. I want you, long time. Give it up, baby, run, come. Give it up, baby, run, come. Give it up, baby, run, come. I want you, long time. When she have exercise, I get extra rise and then have exercise. She live a private life, her tattoos high, and she no hide for lights. Mark this up on your left. sexy lady. Oh,
this is on a Colin Roach. It's called See Ya Papi.
this senorita come from Miami, and she asked me where I'm from, and I told her I'm a Jamaican. She said, Lord of mercy, I've never dated a yardie. I would like you to take me to a reggae party. So I take her to the party when everything was irie, till she take my hand and lead me on the dance floor. Then she wind up on me, then she back it up on me, then she whisper in my ears, and this is what she tells me. See ya, papi, come work it for me. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, no. See ya, papi, just put it on me. Non-stop, 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 non-stop. I just love my sweet senorita. I just love my sweet chiquitita. Yeah. See ya, papi, just work it for me. Non-stop, 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 no. See ya, papi, come put it on me. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, oh. Sexy senorita, come from Miami, and she asked me where I'm from, and I told her I'm a Jamaican. She said, Lord of mercy, I've never dated a yardie. Would you like to take me to the reggae party? So me take her to the party, take her to the party. When everything was irie, till she take my hands and lead me to the dance floor. Then she wind up on me, then she back it up on me, then she whisper in my ears, and this is what she tells me. See ya, papi, come work it for me. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, no. See ya, papi, just put it on me. Non-stop, 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 non-stop.
I'm gonna miss you when you're gone.
Oh, Kevin, you're so beautiful. Music just turns me on.
This is the sound of Deville. The track is called Kryptonite.
I know you like it when we just cool and all a vibe, so don't fight it.
Me want make you feel alright. Girl, let's take a day off. Call into work sick. Come get this good love. Tell the boss say you can't make it. And nobody have to know. Say you really just laid up here with me. Let's take the day off, baby, so you can forward the work to me. Hey girl, wherever you wanna go, we can ride. With you by my side, all I need is a light. Let's get high, get high. Cruise the coastline, lose track of the time.
Hey kids, cuz, how you doing?
Oh, you're so fine. I can make you feel like the old times. I'm yours if you wanna be mine. Give me with this smile.
Were you at Steffi's wedding?
You know, nothing stressful like routine workflow. Pack your bag, then my girl, and let's go. Where are we headed? Well, I don't really know, but let's get there fast on this your day. Call into work sick. Come get this good love. Tell the boss say you can't make it. And nobody have to know. Say you really just laid up here with me. Let's take the day off, baby, so you can forward the work to me. Sexy girl, me want to see how you twerk it. Drop it down low, make it third me. 'Cause you're the one that I want. Your body is a blessing, what ya? Left the money, let's have a good time. Nothing worth more than with peace of mind. And you remind me of Britney, oh, you keep telling me to hit that one more time. Just let the boss know you're not coming today. 'Cause with you the time seems to slip away. When you're about to leave my bedroom, I say, let's take another day off. Call into work sick. Come get this good love. Tell the boss say you can't make it. And nobody have to know. Say you really just laid up here with me. Let's take the day off, baby, so you can forward the work to me. Let's take a day off. Call into work sick again. Come get this good love. Tell the boss say you can't make it. And nobody have to know. Say you really just laid up here with me. Let's take the day off, baby, so you can forward the work to me.
This is the sound of Phil Watkins.
An evening just for two.
It's called Kick It With You.
Tonight, baby. For some time, baby girl, we've been reasoning. Now it's time for a meeting. Without a text and phone calls, we touch you out. Time to show you the meaning. Tonight's gonna be the night where I want you next to me. You'll overflow with loving, and that's a guarantee. Tonight, baby, with you. Tonight, no hanging with my crew. An evening just for two. With you tonight, baby. I wanna put time on repeat when I'm with you. The world stands still when I kiss you. I got to make the moment count, no matter the amount, girl. When you leave me, I go miss you. But let me say this, lady, your sexy drives me crazy. While I'm kicking it with you tonight, but say your body got me mesmerized. Will you tonight, baby? With you tonight, no hanging with my crew. An evening just for two. With you tonight, baby. Something about the way how you move it. Your body is a blessing, you I use it. You are the bomb, me I diffuse it, fuse it. I can't refuse it. The way you move, girl. The way you groove. Your sexy little attitude, it gets me in the mood. The way you groove, girl. When I'm with you. Sexy little attitude, it gets me in the mood. Will you tonight, baby? Will you tonight? No hanging with my crew. An evening just for two. Will you tonight, baby? I don't want to wait.
of Perfect, get him honey.
Put the white wine up on the table with
The track is called Wait in Pain.
it's steering up, little darling. I don't want to wait in pain for your love. Don't give me no long waiting for your love. I don't want to wait in pain for your love. Don't give me no long waiting for your love. And I candle light, be ready if you go angle you right. Me not play nah gamble tonight. Circle you like a triangle tonight. Speed up, slow mo, striptease, promo. Me say fi pull it out, and me say no no. A long time me a wait for you. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. Don't give me no long waiting for your love. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. Don't give me no long waiting for your love. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Step into my place. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait. Step into my place. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. Don't give me no long waiting for your love. I don't want to wait in vain for your love. Don't give me no long waiting for your love.
It's not wrong to dream, but when I say you, I dream out loud. Body language screams, thoughts I keep inside somehow reveals, and to you it seems
This is the sound of Chantel Hernandez.
desperately, but take the truth from
It's called Lust.
object of my fantasies. Oh, in the depths of my mind where I go to unwind, I unleash lust. Roll pictures of you in the ways that I want you to be. No, I have no feelings for you, at least not in reality. Just lust. I can do as I please, I control you and make believe. I can fix your frown, kiss you tenderly, and lay you down. Play like you're my own, give you piece of heaven on the ground. Make you beg for more, hiss and groan, star in your own show. But take the truth from me, things can never be reality. In the depths of my mind where I go to unwind, I unleash lust. Roll pictures of you in the way that I want you to be. No, I have no feelings for you, at least not in reality. Just lust. I can do as I please, I control you and make believe. Hot love, underwater making steam. Good love can take me anywhere I dream. Hot love, against a wall or in a tree. Good love, real enough for me to feel. In the depths of my mind where I go to unwind, I unleash. Roll pictures of you in the way that I want you to be. No, I have no feelings for you, at least not in reality. Just I can do as I please, I control you and make believe. In the depths of my mind where I go to unwind, I unleash
The track is called Lust.
in the ways that I want you to be. No,
Her name is Chantel Hernandez.
not in reality. Just lust. I can do as I please, I control you and make believe. It's not wrong to dream, but when I see you, I dream out loud. Body language screams, thoughts I keep inside somehow reveals, and to you it seems that I fell for you so desperately. But take the truth from me, just an object of my fantasy.
Wine for me. Let me see you drop it low.
The sound of Ed Robinson. The track is called Wine for Me.
For me. Let me see you drop it low.
Good night, Pat.
Drop it low.
You have yourself a pleasant night with more pleasant dreams.
Yeah, stripper. Real ballers, no time for tricker. Real spenders, so we have to lock her. Yeah, now the fun just start. We not have the time for waste. Pure niceness in other place. The fun just start, and we don't get my waist. So it's a smile on face. Wine for me. Let drop it low for me. Baby, yeah, wine for me. Let me.
This is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. You feel for some stew? Check out Kevin Stew.
Yeah. Baby, the whole world knows that you way past it.
Thank you, Joanna Marie.
So wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Baby, yeah, wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Drop it low. Yeah, watch it by my tipper. Move, make real cash stripper. Real ballers, no time for tricker. Real spenders, so we have locker. Yeah, now the fun just start. We not have the time for waste. Pure niceness in other place. The fun just start, and we down a get my waist. So it's a smile on face. Wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Baby, yeah, wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Drop it low. Hear me, wine same way, baby. No make them stop flow your money. No, show them your hot long time. Show them the drop low wine. Ballers they are with stash. Real spenders they are with cash. Fun time just start. Drop and make it clap. Drop and make it clap. Wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Baby, yeah, wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Drop it low. Yeah, watch it by my tipper. Move, make real cash stripper. Real ballers, no time for tricker. Real spenders, so we have locker. Yeah, now the fun just start. We not have the time for waste. Pure niceness in other place. The fun just start, and we down a get my waist. So it's a smile on face. Wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Baby, yeah, wine for me. Let me see you drop it low for me. Drop it low.
Food tastes better. The air smells fresher. The riches and the pleasures no longer matter. 'Cause you're my treasure, more precious than gold. Girl, I want you to know you're the melody to the soul of my life. You're like a sweet bedtime story to a little child.
You're like a sweet bedtime story. Whoa. The sound of dangling. Track called This Lifetime. Wrapping up this musical therapy thanks to McNeil Trucking. This is how we part company for the last time on the night shift for this week. Want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for your participation. You're truly appreciated, loved, okay? Thank you to my segment sponsors and my affiliates. Much respects to you. As we part company, do remember to look out for members of your community. Remember, your community is not just development that you live in, but it spreads far and wide. So those that you pass on the bus, the plane, the boat, or the train, whether you walk, ride, or drive, these are members of your community. Do something good for one of them today, because you never know what's going to do something good for you tomorrow. My name is Kevin Stew, so I like to do it to you, for you, and with you every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday right here, kevinstew.com, and affiliates 10 p.m. Eastern. Good morning, good afternoon, good day to you wherever you are in the world. From right here in South Florida, I bid you all a good night. Be good. If you can't be good at it. Take care until we do it again. Catch you on Saturday for what is it on Saturday? The Saturday Stew on ReggaeGlobalRadio.com, 8 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, having a moment in this lifetime. Take care, y'all.
One more one.
Greetings and salutations, one and all. You're invited to tune in to the night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. It airs on Mondays with Community and Finance, Tuesdays with Healthy Love, and Wednesdays with Real Talk from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Time. Come spend some time interacting in the stew pot where we keep things bubbling and wind down in musical therapy. The night shift with DJ Kevin Stew is on kevinstew.com, where you're encouraged to have acceptance through enlightenment.